today's video, we are going to talk about, well, actually what we're going to do is we're going to follow up on the Createmas videos that were done in December. And this video very requested how to do a terms of use. I'm going to walk you through one and why you need a terms of use. Kind of important. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, my name is Lorianne, and if you are new or returning, welcome, 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 welcome. Here at It's All Primary, we talk about teacher side hustles. So, terms of use. First question, do you need a terms of use? Absolutely, absolutely. Because nowadays, people do the craziest things with products. And in the few Facebook groups that I'm in, they are constantly talking about they found their products online, being sold by someone else, right? All these not-so things. And though you can't necessarily stop that, but by having a terms of use, the fact that they've got it, you can at least, there's a few things you can do, okay? But if you don't have a terms of use, you're kind of hooped. So you want to make sure you're protecting you. You want to make sure you're protecting the font artists and the clip art artists that you are using for your product, or with your product rather. And while we're talking about font artists and clip art artists, someone asked me, how do I know, if I can use them for my products? Excellent question. You can't just go onto Google, hit search, see an image, right click, copy it, use it. A lot of those images that are on internet are copyright. They have a copyright attached to them. So you have to be very careful with that. What you can do to start, if money is an issue, there are font artists and there are clip art artists that will offer their stuff for free for commercial use. That is what you need, commercial use. Personal use is just you creating something and it's in your classroom. It's not being sold. It's not being offered to anyone else. It's just strictly for you. And many font artists, for example, I'll use KG fonts because that's one I use a lot of. She will offer the individual fonts for free for personal use, but then if you want to use them for a product that you want to sell on Teachers Pay Teachers or Boom, you then need to buy a license for that one font. She does offer a big bundle, but personally I only use 3 to 5, maybe 3 to 6. So I buy a license for each of those fonts. Now you can also buy fonts in a little small bundles on Teachers Pay Teachers, and again, read in the product description whether it's available for personal or commercial, or it's an and personal and commercial, right? Check it out before you buy, because many do it. There are a few artists out there that don't even want their stuff on Boom. So you need to read the fine print. and it's often in big writing for you. So check that out. And so likewise, when you are creating a product, you want to lay down the terms too. Are you okay with people posting your product for free on the internet, on whether it's on their blog or just on a public site? If you're okay with that, then say it. If you're not okay with it, then say it. And most of the time, TPT sellers are not okay with it. You may find in the beginning that you're not sure exactly what do you say. So I'm going to show you in just a minute a printed thing, and then I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to walk you through one so you can create it yourself. In the meantime, there are many TPT sellers who will actually put some of their terms of use right in the product description towards the bottom. There are TPT sellers who will use a thumbnail or a page on their preview PDF as showing their terms of use. Because, for example, some TPT sellers are not comfortable with using, just an example, OutSchool or VIP Kids. they don't want people using their products on those sites. Some people are okay with it. Just things to think about. One of the things that I was told to do occasionally, especially if you have a lot of products, is occasionally Google search one of them and see what shows up. There are schools that will post products that they bought using the TPT School Access and post them on their school websites. Now they'll get, all you have to do is report that to TPT and they will take care of that. As far as I know, they do. It sounds like they do. But the whole point of this video is create this template that it's kind of one and done. You won't have to touch it a whole lot if you've done it right the first time. And that's why I tend to say create a terms of use that is a page. And if you have, space at the bottom, a couple inches or whatever, then what I would recommend you do is put little blurbs. Maybe put a blurb where you can find me. Put your logos for Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest and whatever, YouTube or whatever. Put them all there. I'll show you one of my terms of use I've done in the past. And I mean, that's again just a space filler. You could use the space at the bottom for advertising another product. Hey, you like this one? How about this one, right? Or you can earn free TPT credit, right? Use that little space at the bottom if your terms of use does not fill the whole page. Marketing, free advertising. This is going to be available in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. You will get one that is done, and all you will need to do is add a logo, add a copyright, but this one is, and you can probably add your email right there. Again, a little bit of real estate right at the very bottom. But this one is kind of a one and done, and then an editable version of this kind of layout will be done if you want it, and I think it costs $1. I get asked for copies of my templates, and I thought, you know what, I'll make $1 here and there. So if you want to use them, great. Okay, and it supports the channel. So in a moment, I'm going to turn around and we're going to walk through this a little bit. I don't have to keep updating it. For the most part, this information that I'm looking at, I have not really changed a whole lot about it. One of the things that I have added is the Digital Millennial Copyright Act. And actually, that's not something new, but I think more people are becoming aware of it because of the various organizations that are posting teachers' work online, especially with all the digital learning that we've been doing. So I put in a blurb letting people know that scanning, copying, photographing work and putting it online for someone to download free is illegal. Okay, and you would think that people wouldn't have to be told that, but they do. And again, put everything in writing. And you could make this one of your thumbnails if you wanted to. You could make this part of your PDF preview. You could take blurbs of this and put it in your product description. I've mentioned all that before. Okay, so let's turn the camera around. I have opened up PowerPoint, but you can open up a Word document. You could open up Google Slides. Just get yourself a blank sheet of some sort. And then I'm just going to go to design and change this to an 8.5 by 11. Now, all I would say is if you want to do one on your own, just start. Make a list of things that you are okay with and things that you are not okay with. For example, let's just insert a table. And just start with do's and don'ts. So let me just get a font. Do, don't. Whoops. Right, so do, don't. So what can they do? They can use for their own classroom. They can make copies for their students to use. They can tell others about this product. right? So make a little list of things that they can. Do not share or copy this resource for your friends, family, or colleagues. Do not post this online publicly for others to download, right? So think of different things that you want or do not want them to be able to do with your product. And again, you make a table, or find another fancier way of posting it. You might not need a full page, as that's why there's some real estate. I've actually had half a page of my terms of use, and then a half a page of credits, or half a page of making different little screenshots of other products. So again, you can use this for other things. If you choose to purchase my templates, you will get a zip folder, and you're just going to unzip it, and you will get a PDF, and you will get a PowerPoint, which is the editable version. So if you open up the PDF, it will just give you information on how I use it, what I do here. This is my actual terms of use, which I'll give you a similar version. And as I mentioned about real estate, just where to contact me. And then I have a credit and thank you page of the clip art and fonts that I've used in this one. So let me just close that. I'm going to open up the PowerPoint one. You will receive 3 templates. So this one is a blank one where you can put your own cover colors on the back of it. You have room to put down your logos down here, or any links to your Instagram, Facebook, email, YouTube, whatever you have. You can put that down there. All of this is editable, and this font here, these fonts are all PowerPoint fonts, so you can completely change them to your own font. These are fonts that are just defaulted in PowerPoint. So you can use the ones you like here, or not use them, or you expand. It's yours, right? This is the DMCA statement that I tend to have in my terms of use. Okay, so there is that one, and then there's the one I just showed you when I held it up. I just showed you having blue colors. You could, if you have brand colors, you could use your brand colors. Throw your logo over here. All these are fonts that you will find in PowerPoint. Google Slides has its own fonts, but again, just fill it in, change words as you see fit, and then I have one more right here. So there are 3 different versions. Find the one that you like, tweak it any way you want. One of the things I forgot to mention is that there are websites such as Unsplash and Pexels that you can get images for free as long as you cite the source. I might make a follow-up video of places you can find commercial use images. Let me know if that's something you would like. Okay? Not too difficult, really, but if you want one done, or you want to use my template, the link will be down below in the product description. And yeah, and if you got questions, let me know. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you and your family are staying safe, being healthy. Make good choices, please. Let's try and end some of this ridiculousness by just being smart and taking care of one another. Let's look out not only for our well-being, but others' well-being as well. And if you don't have a plan yet, watch that video. Or you can watch the playlist. There's lots of videos in there. See ya.